Let's go feet right underneath the hips. Start rocking front to back. Just feel that movement through the toes, through the balls of the feet. And it rolls through the feet. We'll do 2. And 1. And some pelvic curls. Get that nice alignment in the body. And we'll do 4. 3, 2, and we'll slide up, get that length up, roll through the shoulders for 4, 3, 2, and one, draw the ribs to the hips, and just find that height all the way through the crown of the head. And they'll pedal through the feet, just one heel lift, lift. So you keep the hips nice and stable, and just pop the heel up. So maybe get a little bit more movement all the way through the toes for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we add a lift, up, up. So think of this push straight up and down. As we press one heel, press the other, down, down. Find that push down and that lift up every time. You find that movement through that center. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1, drop both heels down and up, down. So find that releve to engage into the calves to feel this press up here. Maintaining the strength through our abs, the length all the way through the back. We'll do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw the toes together. So we're taking an internal rotation from the hips. The hips stay, and then the toes are and the heels are out. We're gonna take a little bend, lift, little bend. Right, you get just tiny little movement as you press the knees. Just a little push to get tiny movement in to the hips within this internal rotation. It's a restricted range of motion because our thighs are gonna hit, our knees are gonna hit. We can still find that movement within the joints itself. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then here adding a lift, up, down, up. So pushing the big toes towards each other, pressing them into the floor, and really engaging, lifting tall. And then reach up through the crown of the head. 4, 3, 2, and then come up and hold. If you can find your balance, I know it's a little bit more wobbly because we shortened that point of balance, and a little pulse, tiny little press down through the heels, little press, press. So you're just gonna find your balance wherever you can for 4, 3, 2, and hold it steady for 4, 3, 2, 1. Alternating between this, lifting the heels, bringing the heels together, opening up into first position. So we'll lift the heels, bring the heels down into parallel. Take the toes together, lift, draw the heels together. Open up, lift, draw the heels out. Toes together, lift, bring the heels together. So you're finding this movement between first parallel, and the internal rotation. So we have the external rotation on the hips, lift, heels, parallel, toes in for internal rotation. And then trying to find that height. We're going to find movement without rocking the body. And you just kind of find steadiness. I know the calves are like, woo, already. So we'll do 2 more. And then 1 more to open up. And then come to your first position, stay there. So heels together, toes out, open up from the hips, little plie, lift. Find that depth here. Put a nice lengthened body all the way up. Little push and heel squeeze. Find that zip all the way through the center to press. Zip. That push, lift. Open through the chest and the shoulders here. Down. I don't know what I'm doing with my arms. I went one direction. Just go whatever feels natural. Or keep them here. But find that depth and then that lift. So you can really get the glutes to activate a little bit more. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Come down and hold in your plie. Just gonna a little pulse, pulse, a little press here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold right there. Down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up. A little push, squeeze it up, press, lift. Tiny push, tiny lift, down, push. We'll do 4, 3, 2, and hold in that depth. Pulse, pulse. So you can pulse at the bottom. That'll press in, nice and small. Find openness across the chest. Feel the expansion through the pectoral muscles for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. We're going to take the heels underneath the hips and come to parallel. Take a few squats here. We're going to press, deep, lift. Drop the butt, squeeze it up. Drop, lift. So you're going to push in the heels and then press. See, we can activate all the way through the legs. The hip and the toes, everything drawing forward. So the knees are tracking over the second and third toe. Down, lift. We'll do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down and hold it here. Pulse, pulse. Draw up, lengthen out. Relax through the shoulders. You can even wiggle your toes because all the weight is sinking back. But press, press. So you find that alignment, that intentional work through the side of the body so we don't end up pressing in, and then through the inner thighs so we don't end up opening out. So everything's beautifully aligned here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold right there. Down an inch, up an inch, down. Like that tiny little push. And then really focus in on the glutes. Take that push, that little lift to isolate the movement. Keep it really small. Little push, squeeze, push, squeeze. For 4, 3, 2. Hold at the bottom here. Little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your squat here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up, down, lift, drop, squeeze, press. Find intentionality within your movement, within where we activate the body. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to stay facing this way. I'm going to move forward just to give myself some room. Let's go with your right leg. We're going to go right leg for everything, and then we'll repeat and do left leg for everything. So we'll go through a series of movements, and then we'll end up switching sides. So we're going to step back to lunge here. We're going to pulse for 3, 2, 1. Then we'll step it in, down, 2, 3, lift. So dropping down, keeping the weight nice and even between the feet. Press to the hips, lift the belly, slight little tuck in the pelvis. Press, 2, 3, and up. Push, 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 and squeeze. And if you want, when you come up, you can add a balance with the knee. You can lift it up, 2, 3. Letting the shoulders stay right above the hips so you find that height. Go straight up and down in our movement. Balance, lifted here. Press, press, press. Activating the work through that left thigh. Press, 2, 3. Let's do 4. Down, down, lift. 3, 2, 1. And 2 more. 2, 3, lift. That's 1, 2, 3. Up and hold. Scoop out the belly, a little lift. Draw in and up. Think of that reverse fold. Can I pull my belly button into my spine just a little bit more? For 2 and 1. Resetting to parallel. Squat, lift. Down. Now hold here, just this left leg, step out, in. So we're gonna widen, draw in, feel that push. And then push your whole body, so your whole body shifts, right? The shoulders come over the hips come wide. The tendency is for the hips wanting to open up, but see if we can keep the hips in parallel, square to the front, as the toes stay to the front. So we just take that wide squat. You can deepen a little bit more as you push in that way. Push, lift, push. Right, maybe that squat goes deeper, a little bit further. Let's do 8, in, 7, 6, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come hold it wide, triple pulse for 3, 2, 1, lift. You can bring the knee up, or you can bring the leg back in. 3, 2, 1, lift. Pulse. Wide, wide, up. So you're finding the body on this wonderful plane where everything's really aligned, squared to the front. 3, 2, 1, squeeze. Drop, 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 lift. Push, push, push. We'll do 2 more. 2, 3, and 1 more. 2, 3, come up, hold. Go ahead and extend the leg. We're going to take this left leg, bend, and lift. You can bend the right leg with it and then extend. You can hold. You can take the toe to the floor and just let it lightly tap. You can find that work all the way through that left hip. We'll do 4, 3, 2, and then come hold in your squat. Hold that nice pistol squat here. Little pulse, pulse, pulse. Get really small, really tiny movement. 4, 3, 2, hold. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Your right leg coming out, come side lunge, in, side lunge. You're gonna push here. So we get the length through that right leg, we press, push. So you're gonna find the length from the hip to the pinky toe. So instead of going to that wide squat that we did, we're gonna push long and zip up, press out. This thing like a glider would be so nice. Just slide the foot out, slide the foot up. To push, to drop. So we maintain that work that's happening through the left leg, through the left hip. We'll do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come out, hold it there, pulse it here for 3, 2, 1, come up. 3, 2, 1, lift. So that pulse is happening in that right leg. So it's nice, small, small, and up. 3, 2, 1, lift. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Well, let's do 1 more for 3, 2, 1, and in. Opening up in to first position. We're going to come out wide to second position. So now we externally rotate. Come first, second, first, second. So just the movement through that right leg. Lift, open, lift. Find that V from the heels to the toes, reaching the corners of the room. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Then we'll add a triple pulse out. 3, 2, 1, first. Open, 2, 3, lift. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Squeeze, press out, 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 lift. Find that height, all the way through the crown of the head. Open, 2, 3, lift. Pulse. Press. Let's do 4. And 3, 2, 1, lift, 2, 2, one, last one, 2, 3, lift, open up, and pulse in your second. We're going to alternate, heels up, heels down, with the pulse if you want, or just take the pulse out of it. Heels up, heels down, lift, up, and then press, down, lift. A little push to the hips, nice and long, finding our height. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, hold it here. Pulse, pulse, pulse. So you stay on the toes, on the balls of the feet. Pulse at 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down to the floor, setting up for push-ups. We'll go tricep push-ups to begin with. Shoulders over wrists. And if you have your chair, you can do this on your chair if that feels better. You can do this on a wall. Shoulders over wrist, knees in line with hips, shoulders, elbows bent, down, up. Let's do 4, 3, 2, come up, hold, and then set up for your plank. So maybe toes come up, or maybe knees come up, we come up to the toes. Maybe we come down to the forearms to find that best posture. Your strongest alignment. Anyone else shaking? You can find your breath into your abs here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lift the belly, lift the hips. Press back to down dog. Walk the hands back to the feet. And then roll yourself up. Then we'll end up resetting in that squat. We'll switch legs. Down, up, down. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now this left leg steps back and up, back. We'll do 2, and then we'll add the pulses. Come back here, pulse 3, 2, 1, lift, 3, 2, 1, and up. Always that option when you come up to lift. Down, 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 squeeze. See where you can zip up. We can find your height. We can push the crown of the head straight up towards the ceiling. So we'll keep the knees lifted, keep the hips level as we press. 2, 3, lift. 3, 2, 1, and up. 2 more. 2, 3, lift. 1 more. 2, 3, up and hold. Take a little scoop here. Imagine a little curl. Can I push my belly button back to my spine a little bit more? Can I get deep into my transverse abdominis, the deepermost layer of our core? For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Facing front. We'll squat. Lift, down. And 2, and 1. Come hold just right here. We step the left leg wide, in, wide, left. Again, keeping the toes forward, keeping the hips squaring up, rather than opening them out to external rotation. Down, up, down, push. And then if you want, lift, down, up. Find the height as you square the entire body. And everything lining up in this beautiful tall frame for 2. And then the triple pulse here for 3, 2, 1, lift, 3, 2, 1. Scooping up. Press, press, press. We can always step in. We can keep the knee down. We can keep the foot to the floor. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Down, down, down. Squeeze it up. Push, push. Press. 2, 3, 2 more. And last 1, 2, 3. Up and hold here. You can extend and bend through the standing leg. Find that length. You can hold that length and we'll bend, lift. Bend through the left hip, through the right hip, the left leg extended. Press. You can bend, extend, bend. You can keep the leg long, you can keep the toe down. Do that slow little slide in. Turn it movement, single leg. To press. We'll do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down, hold it right there. Pulse, pulse, pulse in that single leg. Push, push, push. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stepping up side lunge. We come in, step. To find your length here, you're going to push through the edge of the foot. Right? Can I press along? Can I keep my chest lifted a little bit? Can I maintain that length through the spine? Is it deep in that work to lift? All of it happening through that right leg to come down, to come up. Let's do 2, and let's pulse it here. 3, 2, 1, and lift. 3, 2, 1, lift. So you can really push through that right leg into that thigh. 3, 2, 1, up. Press, 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 lift. 2 more. 3, 2, 1, and lift. That push, push, push. Coming up, draw the heels together. First position. Become second, first. Open, zip, press out. Find that depth. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and then triple pulse it out here for 3, 2, 1. Zipping up, open, 2, 3, lift. Relax in the shoulders. Zipping all the way up through, from the heel to the crown of the head. Press. 3, 2, 1. Lift. Open. 2, 3, 2 more. Press out. Out, out. 1 more. 2, 3, out. Hold. Pulse. Pulse. So stay in that second position. Find the width. Find the depth of the hips. And then we alternate heels up, down, lift, drop. Reach the heels, press the heels. Lift, down. Let's do 8, 7, 6. Great work into the calves. Sending work into the thighs. Up and hold it here. Pulse. Second position in that releve. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the heels. Come down. We're going to go wide into our push-ups this time. So instead of going narrow triceps, we'll go wide regular push-ups. So again, wall. Might be a little harder on the chair, just because it's a narrower, it's a weird word, narrower base. So nice and wide here. Press just down, up. Let's do 8 total. Down, press. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come in, set up for your plank, and we're gonna hold our plank here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold right there. Or just shift forward an inch, back an inch, forward an inch, back an inch. So you stay in your plank as you find that movement. So it's going to shake your abs a little bit more to find that. It's 1 inch movement, lots of stabilizing. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press back into your down dog. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Roll yourself up. Grab some water. If you need, grab your weights. So come feet parallel, shoulder blades back and down, nice and tall, starting with bicep curls, in. You can squat it out with it if you want, down. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just hold there. You can lengthen out. You can sit in your squat if you want. That 90-degree bend, we're going to rotate. So let that happen, the squeeze right between the shoulder blades. We'll stop the hands, shoulder width apart. And everything wonderfully aligned. So we're getting through the back, through the upper back without arching the lower back, because our abs are working long and strong for us. Maybe we're just going to find that height and stand up really tall. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to extend, bend, extend. We're going to reach up. We'll do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then we put this together. We come in, rotate out, reach, return. Arms in, open, extend, bring it in, open. Maybe we relevate, finding a little lift to find some more height. In, open, extend. Find that length. We'll do 2 more. And then just open to the side. Relevate with it if you want. Extend, in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up and hold here. We'll curl in, out, in. You can always bring the elbows down to the sides if it just doesn't feel good for the shoulders. You can work and keep the elbows the same height or a little lower. Just try never to take them up too high. So you isolate to the biceps, in. We'll do 2 and 1. Face the palms, look them down, up, up. You can return the heels to the floor. You can steady there. Find hips, shoulders, hips, shoulders. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold at shoulder height. We come chest, open, in. I know the tendency is that we want to rock in this movement, so you can stay nice and still. We can always come lower. We can set the weights down. In, open. So really protect nice and strong into that back. So we don't have a swing. So the body's really strong. All of our core muscles are working. In, open, in, open, in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold right there. Hammer curl, down, lift. So palms are facing, shoulders, thumb, pinky, pinky. Find that lift down. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to take it into tricep extension for that. Back, lift, back, cross. So focus in. So it's not that full hammer curl anymore. It's more about, can I get this length and squeeze to the back of the arm? Back, in, and work through the triceps. Focus and squeeze here. Squeeze. Engage the triceps. Lengthening up through the biceps. Back. For 2, and 1. We're going to reach down. Lift. Press up, down. So we can shoulders, hips, everything staying in parallel. You're finding that reach all the way up to the ceiling. You can releve if you want to find that height, to find your reach. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Up and hold with the arms and drop the heels if you want. Brace strong for the abs. We're going to bend, extend here to get your triceps. But they can be relax the shoulder down away from the ear. So it's not hiking all the way up. We engage the body in all the right places and relax it where we need to. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it out, extend, palms down here. We're going to come back, shoulders, triceps, shoulders, back, lift. You're going to add that squat, back, trying though, when we come up, that we still find that same alignment from shoulder to hand. Press. It can be very easy to swing and go too high. So we really want to isolate the movement and have some control with it. Controlling what we can. Breathing, engaging where we can. So we can always let go where we need to. We'll do 2. Come back, hold right here. Pulse, pulse. Sun's peeking out. It's kind of nice to see that. Sunshine usually helps me feel better. And chocolate. Oh, wouldn't it be nice just like to sit on a warm beach with chocolate? Let's do 4, 3, 2. Hold there. You're going to rotate the palms forward, rotate the palms up. Let that movement come from the shoulder. The isolated work. It's kind of deceptive. We look at somebody else doing this, like that doesn't feel anything, but then we do it. And realize, okay. And movement in the shoulders, engagement through the triceps and the length. We find that rotation. Now let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keep the thumbs facing out, the pinkies facing in. Squeeze the pinkies towards each other. In. Squeeze, squeeze. Take them right behind the hips. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold right there. Just bicep curl in. So if you're going to hold in a squat, maybe take it down an inch, up an inch. Nice and small. We focus in here. And then bicep curls just feel so much better. It's like a natural, our biceps are strong. They do a lot of work anyway through regular movement. So it's almost like, okay, this feels good. It's kind of home base. I got this. It's at that point where we feel like, oh, okay, I can use higher weights. And then we put in the other movement and go, oh, maybe I want to send down. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Come hold there, little pulse. Little pulse. Lift, lift. Push up through the biceps. Trying to reach them towards the ceiling. Just 1 inch, 1 inch. Hips, biceps to lift, lift. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your weights down. We're going to repeat some of that work that we did before the arms, adding in releve work. So if you want, having your chair just for the sense of balance here. If you just need something to hold on to. So hips, heels in that parallel. We'll squat and lift. And as you lift and lengthen, maybe the heels come up. You can do this again without the heels lifting. You can keep them anchored down. Let's do 4, 3, 2, up and a hold here. So we'll step back to a lunge, lift, back, and lift. So maybe this front heel stays lifted. Maybe it doesn't feel like we've got such a strong base. Maybe we feel like we wobble a little bit. That's okay. You can take the fingers to the chair. Just see where you can drop your weight back, lift, and then keeping the hips in parallel. Nice and tall in line. We'll do 2 and 1. Come back, hold right here, and just pulse, pulse, steady. Little press, press. Popping that front heel up if you want. 4, 3, 2, hold right there. Your back heel presses down, lift, back, lift. So hamstring, quads, little push. This front leg, stay still. This front heel stays up. Just press. Lifted and strong. For 4, 3, 2, and then hold that heel down so you're nice and lengthened in a crescent lunge, front leg, pulse, pulse. Super small. So you're gonna focus in on the glutes, so press. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, opening up to center. Popping the heels up if you want. We're going to come first, second, first, second. You can lengthen, open, lift. Zip up, press. You can keep the heels down again, but just find that movement, that side to side. And I realized I should have stayed with that left leg moving. I switched. So when we come around to the next side, you'll do a different leg moving here if you switched like I did. Let's do 2 and a 1, then pulse here. 3, 2, 1, lift. 3, 2, 1, squeeze the heels. Press out. 2, 3, lift. We'll do 2 more. 2, 3, draw it up. 1 more. 2, 3, come down, hold here, pulse in your triple, and then stay in your plie. We come in at first, we pulse it here. Open, open, press, press, pulse, pulse. So we stay in this plie. We've got the depth in the legs, and then lift with the heels, if you want, or the heels come down, they anchor, so you push through, and then they come in, and they push down into the ground here. If you need to stop, give your calves a break. Little push, push. But I love the extra shake that we get in the thighs when we pop those heels up. Little press. Let's do 1 more out. 3, 2, 1, in and pulse it. 3. Just stay here. In this first position, little press, press. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Zip up, down. So you'll stay in your releve if you can, and then we'll lengthen up in that plie. So you can engage with glutes even more as you find that height to lift. Lift, up. Let the shoulders stay lifted. Let the back stay long and tall, the abs in strong. Let's do 4, 2, and 1. We'll turn around the other side. Resetting for the squats again, down, up, down, add the releve if you want. Down, lift, squat, releve, press, squeeze, push, up, down. Let's do 4, 3, 2, up and hold, step back, your left leg to your lunge. Within that lunge, in, lunge. Finding that balance with that front heel lifted. Back, in, back. Or drop the heel if you want. Let's do 2, 1, come back, hold it here, pulse, pulse. Heel is up, shoulder blades back and down, belly lifted, everything nice and square. 4, 3, 2, hold right there, that back heel, down, up, press. And then focus in on the thigh, hamstring, quad, the push, in. So stay steady, front heel up, press. For 2, and 1, keep it pressing along, pulse, pulse. Aim in the front thigh, little push, push. For 4, 3, 2, 1. And then turn to face front, second position. Let's take some plies with the heels down. Press, lift, nice and open. You're out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heel lifts. Hold that plie. We come first, second, first, second. We got that releve to lift, press. I always feel a little bit taller. When I come up and my heels are lifted, I am pressing up even more. Lift, down. So lots of power through that stable leg. Lift, down, lift. We'll do 2, and then triple pulse it out here. Pulse 3, 2, 1, lift. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Every time we come up, draw the heels up, draw them together. 3, 2, 1, lift. Open, 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 and zip. Let's do 2 more. 2, 3, lift. 1 more, 2, 3, come out, pulse it in your releve. So you can stay in that second position, stay with the heels up if you can, or drop them back down. Pulse it, 8, 7, and then we'll move from this plie here to second plie, or first plie. And this triple pulse here, come in, pulse. First position, heels together, out, second, pulse, pulse, and in. We'll pulse it, pulse. Squeeze the heels, step in wide. Take that push, push. Lift it tall, out. Draw in, in. Find that reach. Pulse, push, push, and out. Let's do 2 more. And open. 1 more. In. Out and hold here. Take this pulse, pulse, push. Just stay steady, full please. Inner elevable lift. Plie, lift. So you push up a little bit more. You engage all the way up into the glutes. Right, with the heels lifted, the calves want to take it all on. But I want to make sure we engage the entire posterior chain. Press, press, push, squeeze. Really lengthening up. 4, 3, 2, come up, hold right here, hold that height, drop the heels down, up, down, and lift. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the heels down. Just come down to the floor. 8 push-ups. You can go wide, you can go triceps, just depending on what feels best. We'll do 8, 7. Find that alignment. Think of drawing the chin towards the floor. Reaching the nose towards the floor. And press back to child's pose. You can stretch out nice and slowly. Just because it feels really good. So let's come up to sit. We can go here with feet on the floor. We can go here, legs extended. We can go diamond shapes. Just depends if your hip flexors are tight. It may make you feel more comfortable to not have them bent. See how tall you can sit up here. You've got this long rod. You're going to tip back. Come in. Reach. So you're going to exhale and to engage your abdominals as you tip back. So it's this hinge. Think of Dracula coming up out of this coffin. I know, we actually said that in our Pilates training. Oh, that actually makes sense, so we all get it. A little tip, little lift. Let's do 2. Come back, hold here. So hold that tip. You're going to reach the thumbs up, reach them down. Shoulder height, ears. Shoulders, ears. Right, every time we come up, we press back. We feel it a little bit more. Well, let's do 2. And then 1 up and hold here. Reach your thumbs back an inch, back an inch. Let it shake. Reach, reach. See how still you can keep the upper body as you press just the arms and shake. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it nice and tall. We'll tip back again. You're going to take your thumbs to your chest. So actually let them connect. Rotate here. Rotate to the back. But keeping the thumbs here helps you focus that rotation into the waist, because the tendency is to want to throw the arms, so your waist is not getting into that movement. But it just gives you an eye say. Let the shoulders relax here in the movement as well. So you're going to rotate and exhale that breath out. So you can squeeze a little bit more through the waist. Do 1 more each side. And then come up to sit. This time, instead of going a flat back, we're going to come into a C curve shape of the spine. And think of scooping out the belly. We're going to scoop round and lift. Pressing the belly button into the spine. We'll do 4. And you're going to peek down at your toes. Come hold here, hold in that C curve shape. I'm going to reach the thumbs up and down. And they may not come all the way to the ears, just because we've got that curve. It may feel like we're going to take this out of alignment and posture if we do that. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Come back, hold right here, little pulse, little pulse. Reach the thumbs back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up. That same C curve, and we'll add that rotation. Round here, thumbs to chest, rotate, rotate. Exhale, use the inhale to return, exhale. Let the shoulders slide away from the ears. So now here you've got flexion and rotation working together. Happy, happy spine. Let's do 2. And 1. Lift. Hold here. We're going to come to all fours. Doing a shoulders over wrist, knees under hips, and then cat and cow a little bit here. Round to the spine, drop the belly, inhale, exhale. And then do one more. And then find your flat back. So I could balance a cup of water, it's not going to move. Extend the right leg, and then bring it back in. Just extend the right leg, drop it back. Going to work the posterior chain, add the left arm with it. Reaching, pulling back. So you're going to connect the muscles through the back from the shoulder to the hip. Let's do 4, 3, 2, come up, hold here. Thumb and foot, lift an inch. Tiny little pulse. Being so careful not to sag the belly, but to keep that low back long. Lift, lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reset. Shoulders, knees. Other leg, extend and in. Extend. So you're going to find length from the hip to the toe without hiking the hip up. Sometimes it wants to hike up, it wants to open and rotate, but can we keep shoulders and hip level, and then adding the opposite arm when you're ready, if you're ready, to reach. You have great alignment all the way through the back of the body, along the spine. So we look out in front of the fingertips rather than down to the thumbs or down to the belly. Let's do 4, 3, 2, come out, hold there, little pulse, take that little lift, lift. Hold the belly button up to the ceiling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then release. We're going to take the knees wide and shift the hips back into a wide child's pose. Take your back arm, reach it behind, and thread it underneath. You can see that you can press the palms into prayer if you want. If you want to get more rotation. Or you can keep everything just down. You can press in that hand. Just a little gentle rotation through the thoracic. And then come up. Lengthen out. Reset the other side. Thread it underneath. Taking all the options you want, you can press the palms together, pushing into the forearm, or sorry, the upper arm, peeking up over the shoulders. And one side may feel like it wants something different. And then stretch up nice and long. Bring the knees in under the hips. And tuck the toes. And just come up, kind of sit back. This may or may not feel great. Bye, Kristen. Thank you for going and being part of this. You've got a good, toes pose or jokingly broken toes pose because it's not comfortable. So you're going to step forward a little bit. I've been wearing my flip-flops more. Basically, if it's not raining and it's not winter. And then we'll slowly come up and you kind of find that release and feel the fascia kind of crackling. We'll come up to stand. Take an inhale here. Reach the arms up, exhale, draw the shoulder blades back and down. And then inhale, coming into roll down, chin to chest. Slowly peel down one vertebra at a time, rounding through the spine, lifting the belly button in and up as we tip into a forward fold. Inhale here. Exhale, roll yourself up, anchor to the feet. Roll it through the belly. And then 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Using exhale to slowly rise, to slowly peel up. And let's do one more. See if you can articulate every single vertebra. That movement through the spine. That slow slinky down. And then slowly rising. And then roll it out.